diretso din ang tanong. Sigurado ba kayo sa pinasok? Because it's not an easy job. It's really the struggle is real. It's really a very difficult and challenging job. Every day, parang today, it's just parang you're catching your breath all the time. You're just trying to get through the day because you want to get things done, and you know that you have to get the job done, and there's a far bigger cost than any of us, and that's journalism or whatever is left of journalism these days. Kasi diba, sabi nila, we're endangered. We're threatened by so many factors and so many things. But just the same, I think it's a very noble profession, and I'm supposed to inspire you today. I wish I could be more inspiring, except that I have 3 scripts to voice, and then I have to do my newscast, and I'm already tired, and my day isn't even half done. So I'm gonna do my best. Hindi ako nag-ready ng notes. My thoughts are not organized, which is how we usually are. So para to make the most of the time, I suppose let's just do a Q&A. Gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyo, might as well that you're already with us, na pangatawanan yung mabuti itong inyong gagawin, and make the most of it. It's really a learning experience. You never stop being a student in this kind of job. Every day you learn new things. Every day you commit mistakes, and then you just have to get up and do it all over again, and try to, remember your lessons. Make sure you learn something from them. Ganun lang talaga yun. And on to the next job. So just shoot the questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. Let's just do it this way. Kasi alam ni Patty ay medyo hindi ko kinaya tanggapin or confirm yung attendance ko for this afternoon because of so many things. So just ask the questions, and I'll just do my best.
Great question.
Hi po, Ma'am Jess. Ako po isang grade 11 senior high school student po, and
Ang ginagawa mo rito. But thank you, you're part of us.
and I just wanted to ask, ano pong mabibigay yung tips para sa akin for the future at sa decision ko po na i-pursue yung ganitong kind of career? Do you have any tips for me po as a young learner?
I think mas maganda kasi pagka ikwento ko na lang sa inyo, no? Kesa I really avoid trying to be too preachy, and I can just run things off like ganito, step 1, step 2, step 3, but that's not how we really do things in the end. Parang you really learn as you go along. Ang may papayo ko lang sa'yo is, first, be interested in the news. You have to live it. You have to breathe the news. Like, I sit here in front of you today, I can confidently say, nabasa ko na lahat ng dyaryo. Napanood ko na, I know what's happening in other parts of the world. Maski pa paano. Hindi lahat, no? But I more or less know what's happening today. Alam ko that foremost, top of mind issue for today is walang tubig. As in, everyone's asking, may tubig ba kayo? Naligo ka na ba? And then, diba? Kasi yun yung buhay namin eh. Dapat alam mo kung ano yung pinag-uusapan, alam mo kung ano yung issue for the day. And then, after knowing kung ano yung problem, then dapat you're grade 11, you're excused from knowing not so many things. But if you're like me, dun sa mas mga nakatatanda sa inyo, dapat alam niyo na bakit kaya walang tubig, di ba? Other than knowing na walang tubig, kasi sabi na bakit nga? What's the big picture? So, this kind of discipline you have to have in this kind of job. It drives me nuts. Pag meron akong mga colleagues, sad to say, huwag nyo na lang kami Hindi mo alam? Hindi ka nagbasa ng dyaryo. Talagang na-upset ako. Doon yun naiinis ako pagka if only I can make you read the things I write on our Viber thread. Magbabago imahe ko sa inyo. So, mabait akala nila, mabait ako. Pero actually, kasi ganun yung discipline ng trabaho ng news nasa news. You have to be relentless. Hindi pwedeng hindi mo alam. Hindi pwedeng hindi ka nagbasa. Hindi pwedeng hindi ka nag-research. In this day and age, you can Google anything, di ba? There's no reason not to know. So, it takes that kind of discipline. Kailangan mahal nyo yung trabaho nito. We could not have possibly stayed on. Wala ako sa harap nyo kung hindi ko ito minahal. Kailangan mahalin nyo. Para siyang, pick-up line, no? Buti pa yung journalism. Kailangan mahalin mo forever. Mga ganon. Pero it's really true. Kailangan mahalin mo to, naiintindihan mo, you have to have the discipline. Ewan ko ba, parang kailangan interesado ka sa lahat ng bagay. And there's no reason not to know. Like I can talk to you about walang problema. So tubig, alam ko rin yung nangyari sa aeroplano ng Ethiopian Airlines. Alam ko rin, nag-renowned na ng maraming countries. And what's the type of aircraft? It's a Boeing 737 MAX. It's not the Dreamliner, ha? Noong una, akala ko yung Dreamliner. Kasi marami tayo nun sa, I think, sa PAL and Cebu pa. I mean, that attention to details, you have to have that eh. Ano pa ba ang mga balita? So, if I point my finger at anyone and then I ask you, alam mo ba yung ganyan? I expect that you know. Ganun siya ka-rigid na trabaho. Hindi pwedeng hindi mo alam. So, ano ba? Dami ko sinabi. You have to read. Hindi pwedeng hindi kayo nagbabasa. Kasi by reading, then you know stuff. And then you also, you also pick up writing skills. Kasi paano ka makakapagsulat kung hindi ka naman nagbabasa? Kailangan ng practice as in anything, di ba, sa buhay na ito. You need to practice. And writing is a skill. Hindi ako magaling magsulat. Pero magaling ako maging reporter. Ang problema ko ever since, hindi ako excellent writer. But I can write simply and clearly, and I think it's enough. It's something that I want to work on. Pero pagdating naman sa pagkuha ng storya, pagdating sa pabilisan na makarating sa isang lugar, itataya ko yung sarili ko doon. So, ano pa mga papayo ko sa inyo? Somebody once said, parang pagka nag-a-apply ka daw sa Air Force, mga piloto, okay lang na you have to have perfect vision 2020. Kailangan fit and healthy ka. Pero dapat din sila yung ulo mo to get into that kind of job. Parang ganun din kami. Kasi like my dad, hindi niya maintindihan bakit hinahabol namin yung bagyo. Which is true, we really chased storms. Pag may signal number 3 or 4 or 5 elsewhere, we tell people, magsipag-evacuate po kayo, malis na ho kayo dyan sa inyong mga lugar. Pero kami yung mga nangungunang pumunta. I remember there was this one time that Holo was quarantined. This was maybe 10-15 years ago. Quarantine nila so they can run after the terrorists or the bandits. Kami naman, yung mga nagpupumiling pumasok. So sabi ng military sa amin, sinasara na nga namin kayo naman itong mga nangungulit sa amin na gusto niyong pumunta ng Holo. It's that kind of job. That's why kailangan medyo may sira yung ulo mo to be a journalist. Kasi hinahabol mo yung kapahamakan mo, possibly yung magiging problema mo, yung magbibigay ng stress sa mga mahal mo sa buhay. So, Get it? Kailangan medyo may loose screws tayo sa ulo to get into this kind of work because it's really very difficult, it's very challenging, and it takes so much. It's so demanding and it consumes us. Parang it's a job that we can just switch off, na parang pag-uwi mo, okay, Netflix muna. Hindi. Kahit nanonood ka ng Netflix, tatawagan ka ng opisina. Sasabihin sa'yo, ganyan-ganyan. Kahit nanonood ka ng Netflix, tinitignan mo yung ibang mga nangyayari so you can suggest stories. Or if you're a reporter, dapat nila-line up mo na yung mga story pitches mo. Pagka may storya ka na, kailangan iniisip mo na rin kung ano yung flow ng story mo, ano yung visuals, ano yung elements. So hindi siya tumitigil. It's not a 24/7. It's a 24/7 job. It's not a 9 to 5 job. So, okay. Next.
Hi, Ma'am Jess. So you mentioned po yung dapat interesado ka sa lahat ng bagay and the importance of constantly reading out, keeping yourself informed. I guess my question in particular for KMJS, and because Stand for Truth is an innovative show, you've done more than 700 episodes. Is there a particular set of like tips, techniques, or exercises that you and your team engage in so that you maintain fresh eyes for angles for your stories? Kasi parang lahat nagawa na. So, meron po ba kayong in particular for...
Ito atin-atin lang ha. Sa totoo lang, hindi na ako ang nagda-drive ng stories for KMJS. Because it's a very young staff. Noong una hindi ko naintindihan, ano ba yung mga K-pop? Bakit pa ano ngayon? Di ba? Who are these people standing on the rooftops in Davao and they call themselves budots? Di ba? Alam niyo ba yun? Yung mga... So, a lot of the stories that KMJS produces, wala akong kinalaman na. Kasi hindi ko na, truth be told, hindi ko na masakyan marami dun sa mga stories na yun. Kasi mga bata eh. And yet, we have to do this kind of stories dahil ang kasama sa target audience namin are the millennials. Millennials kayo lahat, no? Kayo na ang nakararami sa aming audience. And we have to connect to your market. So, KMJS has a very young staff. Sila na yung nakakaisip ng marami sa mga stories. Of course, nakikialam pa rin ako. Ako pa rin yung, kailangan gawin natin ito kasi kailangan malaman ng tao. Andun pa rin ako. Siguro ako yung taga-balanse between need to know and want to know. Andun ako siguro sa need to know. But the young staff, they're the want to know guys. Kasi alam nila kung ano yung mga usong salita, alam nila kung ano yung mga pinagkakaguluhan. Like I know that there's a song na patok ngayon aside from yung sa ilalim ng buwan. Yung buwan, may bagong kanta ngayon na kinalulukuhan.
Kahit ayaw mo na.
Kahit ayaw mo na. At saka yung uuwi na ako. Pauwi na ako. Hindi ko alam yung mga ganyang storya. Sila ang nagsasabi na sa akin. And a lot of the stories that we produce are also crowdsourced. Sila na yung lumalapit sa amin sa stories. So, I think nabago na. Parang nabago na talaga yung mga formula. Noon kasi, meron kaming mga parameters. Who, what, where, when, what. What makes a good story if, it affects a lot of people, if it's timely. Wala na eh. The internet has just, transformed everything, even the way we think, and even the way we do stories. And dati, meron pa kami mga dilemma sa mga sarili namin na masyado naman information or entertainment. Infotainment. So may mga ganyan pa kami mga debate. The internet has blurred all the lines. Ngayon, who's to say na, masyado naman commercial yung storya mo. Sa internet, di ba, you hardly can distinguish between a hard news story and a soft news story. Kasi labo-labo na sila eh. So I think in the end, parang ang tinitingnan mo lang naman dyan, which is the best story? Does it really matter ano ngayon kung kasi hindi sila nagpagawa ng mga dam nung araw. Ang alam ko lang, hindi ako makaligo, wala akong pan-toothbrush. Everything has become so personalized. 'Di ba? So, hindi ko alam, I cannot say sa inyo with certainty na this is the way how to do things. Kasi nabago na lahat eh. I think ang pinaka masasabi ko lang na ang mapapayo ko lang sa inyo is every story is important. Ang pinaka-importante dyan, pagandahan na lang ng kwento. Pagandahan na lang ng storytelling. So, ang KMJS ganun. Daming nilipat ng topics, no? Pero, ganon. I will not be able to tell you anong mga storya pa yung pwede namin gawin. Kasi, depende sa kung ano yung dumating na suggestions, depende kung anong maisipan ng mga millennials na susunod na mga uso. Siguro kung news, medyo alam ko siguro. Pero yung the type of stories that connect to the millennial audience, I'm still learning. I'm as much a student as any one of you here. So, am I making sense?
Yes.
Sorry I'm trying to wala akong, my thoughts are so disorganized at this stage.
Next question from si Jerry po.
Good afternoon po, ma'am. It is reiterated po in the initial sessions of our training na sometimes it's better to ask the right questions rather having the answer. Ma'am, kasi kilala po kayo, dahil sa State of the Nation na natatanong niyo po yung mga tanong na imposible pong matanong. Kung bagay yung mga reporters po, pag-banter na po, talagang pinaghahandaan na po yung ma'am, how do you ask the right questions? May secret po ba kayo or may tips po ba kayo para sa kanyang mga newbies?
Okay. Sabihin ko lang, no? Parang, again, it's a balancing act. Everything in this job actually is a balancing act. Parang, I hate to sound like a know-it-all. Hate ko yon na parang alam ko na. So, pag nagtanong ako, of course, it's important na alam ko na kung ano yung gusto kong makuhang soundbite. At alam ko na kung ano yung mas malamang isasagot ng tinatanong ko. Pero gusto ko rin sana na I'll have that privilege or that luxury of not knowing. Kasi then I'll be able to extract new information. Ang hirap kasi nung parang, nagtatanong ka lang kasi for the sake of. I still want to be pleasantly surprised. Gusto kong makakuha ng bagong impormasyon na hindi ko pa naririnig noon. Which is why I try to ano ba tawag doon? I stop myself from thinking about right answers. Parang maybe check my ego from time to time para alam ko na hoy, huwag kang mayabang, hindi mo alam lahat. Pakinggan mo yung sinasabi niya. Kailangan talaga nung mention fresh eyes. We need that all the time. I used to tell our reporters that we need fresh eyes to look at things. No? Kahit old issues, kailangan ng bagong perspective, fresh perspectives. So kung nag-i-interview ako, I think one value kasi that I hold very dear is sincerity. I always do my best para yung tinanong ko, I really mean to ask and I really mean to get an honest answer. Pagka kasi I've gone over my head na parang nagtatanong na lang ako for the sake of or kunwari na lang, I don't feel good about myself. So when I ask a question, it really comes from somewhere. Ideally from my heart or a little from my head. And I think that's why when I interview people in government, kahit alam nilang gusto ko silang gisahin, nagisa ko sila pleasantly. Yung tama ang gisa. Hindi yung, are you getting me? Parang, I think it's important kasi na tama yung intention mo. It all really boils down to what you want. Kung mali yung intention mo, gusto mo lang magpasikat, which tayo lang naman to, no? Mga taga-GMA na ba sila, Nessa?
Hindi po.
Okay. So parang, which is why I think minsan may mga nag-interview na parang, gusto mo ba talagang mag-interview? Gusto mo lang magpasikat at the expense of your interviewee? I hate that. Hindi ko yun gusto. So, when I ask questions, gusto ko, sincere ako. Para ang makuha ko ring sagot, may value sa akin. Hindi yung parang lumalagpas-lagpas lang sa ulo ko. Which is, sabi nila, kaya daw yung iba gustong magpa-interview sa akin. Pero meron din, marami rin ayaw. Sa totoo lang. For the record, si Duterte, nung bago pa siya umupo as president, tinanong ko na siya, pero paano nyo, about his anti-drugs campaign, no? Parang, hindi nga lang siya nakikinig kasi I interviewed him when hindi pa siya, nung nanalo na siya, na-interview ko siya sa Davao, pero hindi pa siya presidente. I already asked the tough question sa kanya. How do you want to be known? Do you want to be a president who is loved or who is feared? Yung mga ganun. Pero pinaikot-ikot niya lang yung mga sagot niya. Pero natanong ko, because I wanted to know, I wanted to pick his brains kung anong klaseng presidente ba balak niyang maging. And then I also wanted to give him a chance to explain himself kasi ang dumi talaga ng bunganga niya eh. Pero kaso I think he missed the chance, di ba? Pero ako, I always go back and tell myself, oh, tinanong ko na siya eh. Diba? And then I asked because I wanted to give him a chance to explain himself. Malay nyo, baka may maibigay siyang value sa ating lahat, baka mas maintindihan natin siya. Well, maybe sa atin na medyo AB ba tayo? O anong profile niyo? May masa ba dito? CB, okay. Sa AB, I think he lost some, pero nag-connect naman siya sa C2DE. So, I think it was still good. And then when he became president, tapos binabandera niya na yung kanyang anti-drugs war, I again interviewed him and I asked him, how can you trust your police? You sound as if they're 100% clean. I remember asking him, hindi ko lang maalala yung exact wording. Pero tinanong ko na siya because gusto niya talagang i-pursue yung anti-drugs war niya or campaign. And then, I went to ask him, do you really trust your PNP with their track record? My dad, who was watching at home, parang sabi niya, akala daw niya atakihin siya sa puso because nagalit daw si Duterte. Na nilabas niya yung kanyang narco list and then binalibag daw niya sa harap ko. Sabi ko, no, matagal na kami magkakilala. Dad, matagal ko nang kilala yan si Duterte. I think, matatanong ko siya ng tough questions na hindi siya nagagalit. Pero ang impression ng tatay ko, hindi! Nagalit siya! Tumayo nga siya, kinuha niya yung kanyang narco list at ibinalibag niya sa harap mo. So, you know, mga ganong bagay. So again, it all really boils down to your intention and your sincerity. When I ask the reporters, it's because feeling ko may mga tanong na kailangan matanong and I also want to give them the chance to explain more. Kasi yung stories natin sa TV, it runs for what? 2 minutes? Just a little more than 2 minutes. Pag lumagpas sila ng 3 minutes, dati tinatanong ka na, may airtime ka? Saan ka nakabili ng airtime? So, yung mga ganon. And so, you can only, you know, squeeze in so much in a 2 or 3 minute type of story. So, yung Q&A is a good chance for the reporters to explain some more yung kanilang storya. And minsan siguro nakukulangan ako dun sa storya, gusto ko pang ma-extract yung ibang. Kasi minsan lang yung mga inside story, yun yung mga mas interesting eh. Diba? The story behind the story or the issue is more interesting. Ba't mo pinukunan nila?
Ma'am, ma'am? Command ma'am nila, ma'am. Ma'am, surprise din ako, ma'am, from skills.
Kasi kanina siya nag-spill sa akin. Ikaw mo naman?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sige.
Last one question na lang daw. Sino?
Si Howie is done.
Yes.
Sino listening?
Ma'am, medyo cheesy question lang.
Okay.
But something na malapit sa akin. What made you love and stay with journalism kahit ang sakit-sakit na?
Sakit naman. I don't know. Kasi hindi ko naman to plinano eh. Journalism as a course in college was just an escape from math. Ang gusto ko talaga maging abogado eh. And then, pero after journalism, I needed a job para I can sustain myself and stay in the city. Kasi kung hindi pa uwi na ako sa La Union, ano namang gagawin ko dun? So, I'm not sure kung, and then pero naalala ko rin, we had a printing class in Mascom. And then pinagawa kami ng business cards, yun yung final activity namin for that class. And then, sabi nung teacher, ilagay nyo doon yung credentials na gusto nyo maging. And I found my old business cards from that printing class. Ang nakalagay, Jessica Soho, war journalist. Wow. Nasabi ko, ha? So, I'm really perplexed why I stayed on, kung bakit ako naging journalist. But ang alam ko lang, nung ginawa nila akong reporter, tuwan-tuwa ako. Sabi ko, may trabaho pa ng ang sarap-sarap gawin. Parang hindi ka nagtatrabaho. Kasi parang bulak-bulera ako eh, especially when I was in high school. I was part of a barkada na ang credentials ng barkadang yun, magbulakbol in high school. This is La Union, parang traditional way of life, pinapagalitan kami kung saan kami nakakapunta. But I was a kind of high school student. So, nung nag-college ako, parang wow, liberation, nasa UP ka, walang parents, di ba? You're on your own. And then when I found this job, ang sarap naman, everyday they're going places. May taga-drive. Tapos masyal lang kayo ng pasyal, and then nagawa ka ng story. Uy, trabaho na to. Parang ang saya. Hindi ako makapaniwala na may ganito kasayang trabaho. Which is probably why I stayed on. I did not have this big idea. I'm going to be a journalist. I'm going to change the world. I never had that. Siguro later on na lang, ngayon na lang na matanda na ako. Parang, nga no, kailan pala, make this world a better place. Ngayon na lang. When I was starting, I didn't have any of those. It was just really, sayang trabaho. Napapanood ako ng tatay ko sa TV. Ini-introduce ako ni Tina Monzon Palma na pinapanood ng tatay ko gabi-gabi. So, simula nung high school ako. Parang ang thrilling, sabihan, Jessica Soho reports. And this was Tina Monzon Palma, crush ng tatay ko. So parang, nung una ganun lang siya, thrill. Para siyang, sa akin, adventure. And then they give you one assignment after the other na you put together. Talaga naman binubuhos ko lahat yung effort ko for that one story that I will produce. And then pag pinapanood ko pa siya, alam niyo nung bago ako, pati A-Ring, bumababa ako sa VTR where they used to, play those tapes, those big tapes dati. Pinupuntahan ko pa sa control booth para tignan ko lang. And then nakita ko na rin, ang saya pala dito sa control booth, nagsisigawan yung mga tao. Yung director namin nahuhulog sa upuan niya pag, ano yan? Mali yung cellphone, away niya yung cameraman, hanggang sa mahuhulog yung director halos. Tapos sabi ko, ay ganun pala gumawa ng mga cargen. Yung mga, we used to, yung mga graphics namin noon, cutouts from newspapers, pinipaste sa kartolina. So pag nagbungguan kunwari yung dalawang kotse, kasi car accident yung yung storya, may hinihilang string para magbungguan yung mga kotse ng cutout sa dyaryo. So gano'n, tapos we used to have these slides, yung mga lahat ng government officials, lahat ng mga government offices, may litrato nilalagay nila sa slides. Tapos, depende kung ano yung storya, kinu-cue yung slide na yon. Imagine how ancient that is. Pero ganun kami nung araw. But para ako nakahanap ng playground. Parang ganun ako nung nag-umpisa. Talagang pinupuntahan ko lahat ng sulok ng GMA to observe what people were doing. So when I got bored being a news reporter, I went to public affairs. Kasi sabi ko, ang dami ko palang hindi alam. Hindi ko alam yung mga natural sound, yung mga value niya. Parang kailangan pala yung soundbite, ganito pala yung mag-edit. So I moved on to public affairs. Tapos, siguro saka sobrang engaged sa trabaho, parang namalayan ko na uy, magte-30 na ako, magka-40 na ako. 40s pa rin ako, ha? So, ganon. Hindi ko talaga inisip yung mga, I want to change the world, I want to make a difference. Wala akong ganon. Sorry, ha? I think even when I was a student in UP, nag-observe din ako Nag-attend ako ng mga symposium, pinupuntahan ko. Alam ko lahat yan, yung mga Makliing Dulag, yung mga Chico River issues. Kasi hindi ka maubusan ng mga symposium sa UP So, pero hindi ako yung mga sumali sa mga org na pakibaka. Hindi ako gano'n. I was really, I think, an observer from the start. Siguro journalist na ako noon pa. Hindi ko lang in-identify as such. It was a late realization na, nga no, ang galing pala ng journalism. This is the one job na dapat meron ako. And I believe, I think today, di ba meron akong nakitang na, are you where you are meant to be? I think yes, I am where I was meant to be. Yun. Tama ba? Nasagot ba kita?